Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Farizah Binti Zainuri from class A4CS1105E. So today I will be explaining about the update part of this system. So for my system, I designed and created a system for desert stock checking. I already created the other part for the database and PHP. So for the update part, the first thing that I need to do is to add a variable edit state, which I initialize it into false. The next thing that I have to do is on my index.php file, I need to put php for the edit state variable. So I use two buttons, which is save button and update button. So obviously update button is to update the new record, and save is just a normal save button, which when I create a new database and I will save it. Okay, so the important part here is to make sure that the name that you use is the one that you will retrieve back in server.php. So over here I have all of the coding. So we have update, which is similar name to the update button. And then my attributes are menu, description, and in stock. And then this is the MySQL query. We have update student. This is the name of my table. Set menu, description, and in stock. And then for session message, this is the message that will pop up when the system successfully update the database. So the location is the same. I just redirect it back into index.php. Okay, so when editing a database record, we need to put the old values in the form so that they can be modified. So in order to do so, let's modify our input fields on the form and set those values taken from the database as values to the value attribute of the form fields. So for my hidden form, I put it in my input form. So over here, which PHP of course. And then I need to do the same for my other input for menu, description, and in stock. So this is the value. You need to only change the value part. And then what I do after that is I change my edit and delete button. But I'm not going to explain about delete in this video. I'm just going to explain about update and edit. So this is my edit button. So it will of course redirect back into index.php, and then just put on the PHP echo with your ID. The next thing that I did is right after the include server.php, I need to fetch the record to be updated. So a new code needs to be done. So the SQL query for this is select star, which means select all from student, the name of my table. The same thing goes here. You need to initialize all of your attribute. In my case, it is menu, description, and in stock. And of course, you need to initialize your ID also. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the output and how will it look like. So I go straight into index.php because I'm not going to show login.php. So over here, I'm going to refresh this page to show you a new one. So let's say I want to edit menu files. So just click on the edit button, and then all of the data will shown below. So I will change the name into apple pies, description into available, and the stock into 100. Okay, so here you can see the pop-up message is data update, which means you already update the data and it will automatically update the same data into your database. You can confirm it at your PHP My Admin. Then up here you have your menu Apple Pies, the new one, description available and in stock 100. So for confirmation, I'm going to open my database. Okay, so you can see here the new attribute is already in the database, which means the code has successfully executed. Okay, so for my edit and delete button, in order to make it more appealing to the user, I put the style in my style.css. I separate everything from my HTML, PHP and CSS to make it easier to edit later. So this is my edit button and delete button. So you can see it over here. So class edit underscore button and class delete underscore button. So it will retrieve the style from style.css because I already include them in the form. Style shade equals to style.css. So that's why I have this button over here. Okay, so basically that's all I need to have for my update part. Okay, as I shown you earlier, so this is the first part. And then in the server, update records. Don't forget your edit state. And then after the include part, you need to fetch the record to be updated. And then your edit button. So I'm going to show you the final product of all of this coding. Okay, I'm going to start with my login.php. But this is optional, like you don't have to do this one. So username and then the password. Okay, so I'm going to try and edit one of my database from here. So let's say I want to edit the menu bar cover. So I'm going to change the description from out of stock to low in stock. And then make the in stock number into 25. So click update. Okay, so next I will see the pop-up message which will say data update. This confirms that the database will automatically be updated in your PHP My Admin. So to check that one, you need to go to your localhost. Okay, so I need to refresh this page. Okay, so as you can see here, from out of stock, the description changed into low in stock. And then the in stock changes from 0 to 25, which means I have successfully updated the data. So that's basically it for update system. Thank you for watching.